Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve another important coding question on Leetcode 1758 minimum changes to make alternative binary string. So this question was previously asked by Facebook, Google, Amazon and many other companies. So this is quite important coding question. So make sure you watch this video until the end so you will understand complete logic and the Java solution for this problem. We'll go through this problem, we'll understand this problem better with some examples that I created, and then we'll implement the Java solutions for this problem in today's session. Before we start looking into the problem details, I want to mention that this channel is to help people in their coding and Java interviews. On this channel, you will find lots of helpful videos that can help you in your coding and interview preparation. For example, there are more than 400 different varieties of solved coding problems solved and explained using whiteboarding session, examples and Java code. Many of those problems are previously asked coding interview questions by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, Netflix, Lyft and many other companies. The coding questions consist of different varieties of problems including BFS, DFS, matrix problems, graph problems, binary search tree problems, coding questions related to linked list, strings, optimization problems using priority queues, dynamic programming question as well as lots of logical problems. So if you go through those playlists, you are going to learn a lot there. You are going to learn a lot regarding Java programming, data structures, algorithms, how to apply different algorithmic techniques to solve different coding problems and how to build up logic to solve different varieties of problems. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. So let us start with this minimum changes to make alternating binary string. You are given a string S consisting only of characters 0 and 1. In one operation, you can change any 0 to 1 or vice versa. Means you can change 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, right? The string is called alternating if no two adjacent characters are equal. For example, 0 1 0 is alternating while the string 0 1 0 0 is not, right? So basically all the neighboring characters should be different, right? 0 then 1 0, so no neighbor should be same basically, right? Or no adjacent characters should be same basically, right? So return the minimum number of operations needed to make S alternating. So that is what they are asking us to find out. So they have given us a couple of examples here, and the constraint says that the S dot length will be between 1 to 10 raised to 4 inclusive. Now 10 raised to 4 is 10,000, which itself is a big number, right? So the string itself will have 10,000 maximum characters, which is a big string. So we need to make sure that our solution works on a big string well, right? And S of I will contains either 0 or 1 because that is a binary string, right? So now let us understand this problem with some examples here. So what the problem is saying is no neighboring or no adjacent digits should be same, right? Like 0 0, they should not be same. So if it is 0 0, then we can like change this 1 0 to 1, and in one flip we can make this a valid uh, alternating binary string, right? Like 0 1 0 1, it will be alternating binary string, right? So how many changes we have to do? Minimum one change we did. We converted this 0 into 1 so that it became a alternating binary string, correct? This one we don't have to do any change because this itself is a alternating binary string, right? 1 and 0. So for this third string 1 1 1 1, so we have to basically one way to do it is we can change this one to 0 and this one to 0, right? So we are doing two operations basically. So this is what we have to find out, how many minimum operations we have to do. So that is what the problem is asking us to do. So let us go to the whiteboard where we will first understand this problem in better way on this whiteboard, right? So for example, let us first understand what this alternating string. So because once you understand that, then the solution is not that difficult. This is a very important coding problem, by the way. Facebook, Google, Amazon and many other companies ask this problem. So let us take one string, right? 1 0 0 1 1 and 1, right? So if this is the binary string, Then if we want to make this alternating string, how we can do that? So one way to do that is we can like change, let's say change this 0 to 1, then this one to 0 and this one to 0, right? So it will become 1 0 0. Then if I do this change, right, then I can just take the remaining characters as it is. So this is the alternating string, right? 1 0 1 0 1 0. So how many flipped we did? We flipped means we did changes, 3 changes we did for this, right? So this is a valid alternating string basically, right? Because uh, we don't have anything like neighbors are different, right? The adjacent digits are different basically, 1 0 here, 1 0 1 0, right? Other way is also I can otherwise convert this 1 to 0 and this 0, then this one will be this 0 I can convert to 1, then I can convert this 1 to 0, this 0 to, so this 0 will remain as it is, right? Then this one will be 1 as it is. I'll convert this to 0 and this is 1. So how many changes we have done in this case? Let us take a look. So I converted this 1 to 0, so one change, 0 become 1. This second change, this one is no change, this one is no change, this one is another change, and this one is no change. So 3 changes we have done. This is another way we can do the alternating string. Now these both are correct. The difference is this string starts with 0 and this string starts with 1, right? So this is the difference and this is our original string. So both actually we calculated the how many changes we have to do, right? We calculated, in this case we have done 3 changes, in this case we have done 3 changes to get alternating string. So minimum 3 changes will be needed basically, correct? Without that we cannot get any alternating string for the given string, right? So basically to solve this problem, so one thing is what we can do is let's take the example now. So I'll first explain you the logic, then we'll go through this problem, right? So let us take one example, right? So if I have a string, uh, let's say 1 0 0 1, right? So I have always, whenever I have any binary string, uh, I always have 2 ways to convert it into alternating string. My alternating string can either start with 0 or it can start with 1, correct? So these are 2 possibilities that I have. If I start with 0, how will my alternating string look like? 0 1 0 1. This is how my alternating string look like if I start with 0. If I start with 1, how my alternating string will look like? 1 0 1 0, correct? This is my alternating string for of length 4, correct? So basically we have 2 choices. So either we can start with 0 or we can start with 1. So we will do both and we will calculate how many changes we are doing for both, right? So for example, if we are doing this, let's say if we are doing starting with this 0 string, then how many changes we have done? 1, then this is 2 and 2 changes we have done. So we will calculate how many changes we have done to make it alternating string. 2 changes we have done in the original string, correct? Now same thing now I can get another alternating string if I start at 1, right? Start with 1. So if I start with 1, how many changes we are doing? So we have done this one change, 0 we changed to 1 and 1 we changed to 0. So again we have changed basically 2 changes we have made. So whatever is the minimum will take that basically, right? Because we want to find out minimum changes to make alternating binary string. So in this case both are giving us 2, but there are cases where we will get different results for when we start at 0 and when we start with 1, right? So we have to check both these options basically. So I think you are following me now. So we can actually go and take a look at a bigger example now, right? So these smaller examples you understood now. So whatever string is given to us, we always have 2 choices. One, we will start a string with 0. This is one choice. And we will start a alternating string with 1. That is another choice. If I know the length of the original string, then I know how the alternating string will look like, right? If I'm starting with 0, correct? 0 1 0 1. if I start with 1, I also know how my alternating string will look like, right? 1 0 1 0, because it is a binary string, right? So if it is, if starts with 1, then next will be 0, then 1, then 0. So I hope you are getting the logic now. So we can actually now remove these two examples and we'll focus on our big example. So let's go back to the big example. Let's remove this. So this is our big example. So this is the string that is given to us, right? This is our input string that we are looking at, right? 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 1, right? Now we want to find out uh, minimum number of changes we have to do in this string so that we can get alternating binary string, correct? So now we have two choices, as I told you in the beginning. Our alternating string can start with 0. This is our one choice, or our alternating string can start with 1. This is another choice. These two choices we have. So let us take a look when our alternating string starts with 0. So we are looking into this one now. So let us, if it starts with 0, how it will look like? 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, right? This is my alternating string. So now if I am doing this, how many changes I have to make? So let us calculate the changes we have made, right? So this is one change, because this is 0, this is 1, this is 1, this is 0, so this is another change. This is 0, this is 1, another change. This is same, this is 0 1, so this is another change. 1 0, it is another change. 0 0, no change. 1 0 is change. 0 1 is a change, and 1 1 is same, right? So how many changes we have done? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 7 changes we have made basically in this string. So we can get an alternating string if we want to start with 0, correct? If we want to start with 0. Now we have another choice also that we need to explore, right? So now our another choice, if what if my alternating string starts with 1? So let us go with this example. If it starts with 1, how will it look like? It will look like this: 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, right? So this is my alternating string if it starts with 1. So if we are starting with 1, how many changes we are doing here? Let us take a look. So 1 1 0 0 1 1. So this is the first change, 1 and 0. So this one we have to change, right? Then this is 1 1 0 0 0 1 means this is another change we have to make, right? And this is 0 0 1 1 and 1 0. So this is another change. So basically we can change it to alternating string by making three changes, right? So we have two choices, either we can take 7 or take 3. So which one we will take? We will take 3, right? Because we want to minimize number of changes, correct? So this is the approach to solve this problem. So I hope you are clear now how we will solve this problem. So with these examples, this is pretty clear. So we will calculate how many changes we have to make if we are starting the string with 0, right? Or how many changes we have to make if we are starting the alternating string with 1. Then we will get this 7 and 3, and we will choose the minimum between them, correct? So if we have a string, let us take one other example. If we have a string like this, let's say, right, 1 0 1 0 1 0. This is our input string. So now again, as I said, we have two choices, right? My alternating string can start with 0, or my alternating string can start with 1. So if I am starting with 0, what I will do? 0 1 0 1 0 1. This is how my string will look like if I'm starting with 0. How many changes I am doing? 6 changes I have done. 6 changes I have done. So I'll calculate this, how many changes I have done. My another choice is my string can start with 1, and I'll make it alternating string, right? Like 1 0 1 0 1 0. This is my alternating string. How many changes we have done here? 0 changes we have done here, because the original string itself is a alternating string, correct? So now I have two choices. I have to choose between 6 or 0. So which one we'll choose? We'll choose 0, because we want to minimize number of changes. So I hope this is now clear with these examples. So let us take a look at the Java code now, so it will be more clear to you. So this is our method min operations. We get a string s, which is the original binary string, and we return integer, which is minimum number of changes we have to make, right? So now, as I said, we will start counting if my string starts with 0. This is what we are doing here. If my string starts with 0, I will get how many changes I have to make in result 1. If my string starts with 1, the alternating string, then how many changes I have to make, I'll calculate in result 2. So let us take a look at this count flips function, correct? So we get the original string here and we get the next. Next is 0, right? So next is 0. So we have count here. We will create one for loop which will convert this original string into array, and we will go through each character here in the for loop, right? What we are doing in this for loop is we are checking this next character. If it is not equal to this c, then it means that we have to make a change, right? So we'll make the change. We are simulating that we are making the change, and we are counting that we have made a change here by incrementing the count, correct? Now if next is 0, the next will become 1, correct? Because we have to toggle it for alternating string. If next is 1, it will become 0, correct? We are toggling the next character basically, right? Toggling the next character for alternating string, right? Because we want alternating string or alternating binary string in case actually, right? So this is what we are doing here. At the end of this for loop, we will know how many changes we have made in this count. We get that count in result 1 when our string will start with 0, and we will make another call when our string will start with 1, and that will give us result 2. So we have made how many changes we have to do if we are starting with 0 in result 1, how many changes we have to do if starting with 1 in result 2. Whatever is the minimum between them is the answer basically for us, right? And what it will tell us, it will tell us minimum number of operations we are doing or minimum number of changes we have to do to make it alternating string or alternating binary string. So this is what the solution look like. So it's pretty simple. So let us make sure it works with couple of test cases. So let us take this our main test case. So 10111 10111 00011 00011. So we are expecting 3 as the answer. So we are getting correct answer. Just to show you, I'll just print the result 1 and result 2, so it will be more clear for you. We will just remove it later, right? So this one is result 1. So this is a result 1 and this is result 2, right? So we'll just print both of them here, so you will know. So in this case we are expecting result 1 is 7 and result 2 is 3, right? So let us make sure that it's giving correct thing. So as you can see, result 1 is 7, result 2 is 3, right? So this is how it will then compare and get the minimum from this between these both. So let us take this example 101010 101010. So 6 and 0 is what we are expecting in the result 1, result 2. 6 and 0 we are getting correct, and we are choosing the minimum. So we are getting correct answers. So we can try all these test cases together. We can just comment out this system out. This is just to show you that how it gets the values. So 102 102 we are getting correct answers. We can just go ahead and submit our code now to the Leetcode. Make sure it works. So our code got accepted by Leetcode. It is 100% faster than other submissions which are done online. On the performance side, the runtime is 2 ms, which is pretty good, and the memory usage is 94.31, which is again a very good solution to solve this coding problem, which is one popular coding questions asked by Facebook, Google, Amazon, and many other companies. So I hope you clearly understood how we can find out the minimum changes required to make alternating binary string that we have seen with couple of examples. So let us talk about the time and space complexity quickly. So we are going to go through all the characters in the for loop, right? So 2 times we will go through all the characters. So if S string has n characters, then our time complexity will be order of n, right? Because we are going through all the n characters 2 times. So 2 is constant, so we don't put constant. And the space complexity for this code is basically we have not used any data structure or any storage or anything here. So you can just tell them that it is O1 or constant for this code. So we already submitted the code. So this is the way we can solve this important Leetcode coding problem 1758, minimum changes to make alternating binary string. So I hope with these examples you understood this problem clearly. If you are new to this channel has a dedicated playlist for Leetcode problems. If you check out that playlist, it has over 250 different varieties of Leetcode coding problems solved and explained with Java examples. Code is also available for all the videos. You will find the code link in the video description. The code is in the GitHub repository and is shared through the links in the description. You can check out the code, play with the code with different test cases for your better understanding. Um, you will find all different varieties of problem there solved and explained, and many of those questions are previously asked by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, Lyft, Uber, and many other companies. um, so if you go through that playlist, you are going to learn a lot there. You will be learning more about Java programming, data structures, algorithms, how to use different algorithmic techniques to solve different coding problems, and how to build the logic and the thinking process that is required to solve different varieties of problems. You will learn a lot there. Uh, if you like this video, if you find this video helpful, and if you like the way the video is created with whiteboarding session examples and Java code, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is very important for the channel because that is the way the videos can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. One of the main goal of this channel is to help people in their coding problem solving by demonstrating them how different problems can be solved using different data structures, different algorithmic techniques, and using Java programming, so that they can also watch these videos, learn from these videos more about Java programming, problem solving, and also learn how to approach and solve different coding problems. Whenever we come across any important and interesting coding problems, we create videos on this channel so that we can discuss more about those problems. We can discuss more about the approach and the logic to solve different varieties of problems here, so that others can also learn by watching those videos about problem solving and Java programming. Here you will also learn more about Java programming, how to use different Java classes to solve your different coding problems. Also make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. Um, this code that we implemented in today's session, I'm going to add this into my GitHub project link and give you the link in the video description where you can check out the code, play with the code for your better understanding. Keep coding, keep learning, keep solving different varieties of problems, and thanks for watching this video.